Welcome, fair people of YouTube. Today we'll take a look at Heaven's prebuild deck. The name is not out in English yet, but thanks and big shout out to our Discord channel. Some people helped me to translate it to Holy Battlefield. I guess that's the name we'll stick with, and let's quickly see the deck. If you are here, you probably saw my forest video already, the forest prebuild deck that is, and I am kind of disappointed in this deck. Like, I believe the Heaven one, the Forest one is definitely much more better. Yeah, I know that's not correct English, but that's how much better the deck is actually. Like, this deck, look at this. This deck definitely looks like a Guardian Sun deck, but actually doesn't have Guardian Sun. I don't know why, like, Guardian Sun is a silver card. They could have put it here instead of, I don't know, Prism Priestess even. Or Unicorn Dancer. Right now it is kind of a hybrid between Storm Heaven and Amulet Heaven. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the deck will work, but well, it's really hard to display some flaws like I did in Forestcraft, because this deck is just strange. It's definitely a strange deck. The alt of this deck will be Jin the Arc. You can find the art online already. Of course it's not available yet, so we are sticking to standard Jin the Arc. Now, I think the deck will be mostly focused on trading and healing up with like White Knights, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how this deck should play. Of course you can always just play Beast Call on 2 and 3 and win the game on it alone, or just play Beast Colaria into Hall of Dogma. This also will usually win you the games. But for now, let's just jump into the game and see how this works. Alright, we found the game against Swordcraft. We are in Master still. Well, we cannot fall from Master, so yeah. Alright, Heavenly Hound is usually better in late game as a taunt. Beastly Vow is definitely great in opening. White Knight, not so much. Alright, we have some kind of a curve. Of course, I would rather prefer Beast Colaria, but will not be picky here. Beastly Vow will also activates on turn 4, which is kind of bad because he will evolve Flora over this. It kind of makes me want to play the Manu instead, for immediate board pressure. Well, it actually made me want to play Manu, because I actually played Manu, if you didn't notice. Alright, so Goblin, definitely aggro deck. Although I saw a control deck with Goblin once. I don't know why, but alright then. We'll kill the 1-drop with higher HP total. We'll summon the Dragon Amulet. Incandescent Dragon, definitely great win condition versus aggro deck. Unless he has like Dance of Death. I hope he trades for Manu, because I will have to trade with Manu. Alright, he traded. Notice how he traded with Altless Knight instead of the Knight. So he's probably saving the 1-drop for the Princess Vanguard. I think it's safe to assume he is playing Princess Vanguard in this deck. Alright, that was not a strong play. We also have really bad play on 5. And he has, of course, Flower Fencer. At least one Knight will burn, but it's still looking pretty bad. We also don't have that much healing in the deck. We need to save our Evo for Kaguya, definitely. Kaguya will be very important here. Oh, that's pretty good. Cruel Priestess is actually pretty good. Even though she doesn't kill the Flora Fencer, well, she does, but she dies. I think it's still better to play the Shrine Knight Maiden. It's on curve. Usually want to play on curve. Will not evolve Cruel Priestess, so she is just 4 mana for 3 in this game. Also, the strange thing I noticed about this deck is that it doesn't play Priest of the Cudgel, and that seems like heresy. Heresy in the church, like literally. How do you not play Cudgel? I guess the Cudgel is actually a class card, and I don't think they included class cards in these decks. Like, I mean, you know, the free cards you get at the start of the game. But isn't Elf Tracker one of... No, Elf Tracker is not one of these. Or is it? I'm confused. I have no idea. Anyway, he's going full aggro. We'll start with Kaguya. Then we'll go for some Moon. That's a lot of damage. That's literally tons of damage. We are probably dead next turn to Sage Commander. If we had Guardian Sun, we would have like 10 health in Taunt right now. Alright, now we are dead to Mentos Teaching. Or Princess Vanguard. This deck plays no Taunt.
Hearts of fleeting dreams. The real battle begins. I'll not forget these days.
We of course kill the Knight, because it's evolved. Sometimes when your opponent has only 2 minions and one is evolved, you sometimes want to kill the... Oh, that is not giving him that Storm. He screwed up, he didn't know that. I guess he's pretty low on Master, but most people just climb with Sword to Master. Right, we can actually not live here. We cannot live here. Unless we top deck Blackened Scripture? No, that's still not enough. What do we even need? Yeah, I called Blackened Scripture, but it's not enough. Yeah, look, we can just kill the strongest units. And then kill one more with Moon. But he has 1 damage still. Yeah, so this one is lost. I didn't expect much from this deck, to be honest. But it may be good on beginner ranks, because it's pretty easy to play. This deck is really easy to play. The problem is that if your opponent deck is semi-good, it will just roll over you unless you draw your dogmas early. If we were going second, we would also have Cruel Priestess on 4 to evolve. That would definitely be better than going first. I noticed the trend, like in these videos with when we test the prebuild decks, we always go second. I mean first. We never go second. And I hope I will break my curse here. Nope, first again.
All you know? Time for me to prove myself.
Alright, we'll keep the Dogma, because this is Amulet heavy deck. And Dogma is how you win. I mean Dogma. Alright, we have 2 turns to top deck a 2-drop Amulet. We play a lot of them actually. Oh, this is really bad. Look at this hand, like, how do you not play Guardian Sun in this deck? Alright, no 2-drop Amulet.
May the forest be at peace.
At least we have mana advantage, right? We can play the 3-drop into his 2-drop. We'll do that.
Let me show you something.
If he plays the elf, we can banish it. We'll have to sacrifice our priestess, but we will be able to punish it. But we'll probably not bother to. Like, I prefer to play this amulet and get a 6/6 dragon on turn 5 with Hallowed Dogma. Face into Ancient Elf. Standard play. If he attacks into it, I can banish it next turn. Unless we draw a 2-mana amulet, which we do not. He can evolve this face. I didn't actually think about that, but we'll be able to just evolve Dragon over it.
Hey, let's play. Hey,
Into Glimmering Wings. Yeah, that's probably the very standard hand in Forest. He lost a bit of value on Ancient Elf. Like, usually you want to go with Fairy Circle into 2 Fairies into Ancient Elf into Fairy Glimmering. But he lost some value there. Alright, we have Jin the Arc. Finally showed up. We'll go with the Dragon play. Alright, Cruel Priestess, another like semi-dogma. You don't draw a card with the Cruel Priestess. We'll Blackened Scripture it. Just in case he wants to play like, I don't know, double Blessed Fairy Dancer and kill my dragon. But it's wise usually to spend your resources completely. Oh, that's a good juggle for him. But this will force an evolution, and the Amulet Dragon gave us 2 for 1 with evolution points and also with cards. He's now thinking whether he wants to evolve this or probably play like EPM. EPM is definitely a better play. Or is he trying to alter fate for the most cost possible?
Let's play.
Neither. Maybe he just doesn't want his mate to die here.
It won't be long now.
I will kind of read that he has some kind of bounce, because he didn't sacrifice the Mei, or he just had no other play, but I will assume he has some bounces like Ancient Elf or Nature Guidance. Maybe even Dungeonoring Fairy, but that is not really played. Jin the Arc might put in the finest of work, and I still think we'll evolve Kaguya here. It's good to have her on board, even versus Forest, because she's pretty hard to kill, and you can set up some
Fleeting dreams.
Emerald Moon plays.
The real battle begins.
Unless he just Dance of Deficit, then I will be sad,
This too.
because our amulet will literally go into fairies, but then again it will deny him playing big minions for like 3 turns. When does the Emerald Moon work? At the end of your turn. Alright.
Let's play.
So it's actually better to kill it on your turn. You get 1 more proc then.
The forest is crying
There
for
is the
help.
APM, he might kill my moon,
This ends here.
but it's taking another evolution point and he's bored. I wonder if he trades here. He will, alright.
Such negative
So he doesn't want this to stay on the board. We have 2 choices. We can either play Priestess for an amulet, or we can play White Knight for a body. What amulet can it give us? I think we don't have any amulets more pricey than 3 mana. And we don't have evolution point to count down them, so we probably go with White Knight.
It's safe with me here.
Hearts with you this lonely night.
Yeah, that powerful Mei is now only 1 attack. He still cannot play anything big or it will be wrecked by Emerald Moon. But it's the last turn. After that it will just count down on my turn. That's why usually it's better to rush it into something big and trade 1 for 1 with Kaguya.
The forest be at peace.
I'm a big fan of this card, of Kaguya. I would definitely play it in like my...
You'll never
Alright,
get me,
alright, this will
princess.
trade 1 for 1. And we can kill this board with Jin the Arc, as we will do.
Pain is meaningless.
The Emerald Moon is totally wasted, but
God is on
it's alright.
our side.
Kaguya got a lot of trades.
I'm gonna rest
Killed
for
3
you
units.
this lonely night.
God is on our side. Into Fairy, into Tia,
Let's play.
into Glimmering Wings. Alright, so this is probably leaving a turn. I mean Jin. She's not really this. She's not an item. Even though she became a demon. Spoiler alert. Alright, 1 route gone for trade, I believe. For face, so Nature Guidance definitely coming. We need to taunt up, but surprise! This deck doesn't have any taunts. Oh wait, we have this, but we don't have evolution points, so it doesn't matter. We'll play the dragon. It may save us. He doesn't have evolution point, he needs like removal.
All
And go
power to
face.
God.
All power to God. He burned a card, which is not really important because he has the Roach. And he can probably still little me even through the dragon. Oh, PTP. So you are playing PTP. Do you Alter Fate? Alright, so 1 Roach is gone. If he has second Alter Fate though, we lose. Come on, play something. Guys, also a question, would you like me to add music to the videos? Like something quiet in the background? I hope you will respond in comments.
I'm the force.
Alright, that's not Alter Fate. We can get through this. We can definitely get through this. Oh, that's pretty solid. We'll use White Knight here. And
It's
we'll
safe
set
with me
up
here.
probably more damage. So like this.
Let me show you something.
And then trade in. But he probably gets the shadows this turn and we lose anyway. Although we are 1 hit away from the win. For shadows it's definitely easy to get for him. Half of the deck is spells, so it's logical that half of his hand is spells too. He cannot sacrifice any minions though. Oh, that will do it. That will definitely do it. That will most definitely do it.
No! I envy you.
Alright, so as you can see, the deck is not doing well in Master, and I didn't expect it to. The deck is pretty unbalanced, and let's jump to editing the deck, so I can give you some tips on how to like improve the deck. Probably if you want to buy this deck, I would not recommend it unless you really want the Jin the Arc, but it doesn't have that many good cards. Let's see it again. Alright, so as you can see, the cards are pretty useless here. Like Holy Sentinel is not needed, it's a tech card. Moon is also a tech card. Kaguya is not really played. Garuda is okay. This is core. This is core. Themis Decree. I mean, Jin the Arc is not really played. Incandescent Dragon is also not really played. So you only get like Garuda, Moon, and Themis, and that's not really too good of a deal in my opinion for like $10. Unless you really want the Jin altars. And also Jin may be played in Guardian Sun decks that will probably rise in power in new expansion. If you want to upgrade this deck, just put in Guardian Sun. It's all you have to do. Where is the Guardian Sun? There is the Guardian Sun. It is basically an amulet that gives ward to everything you play, or more like everything that enters the board on your side. That has 4 defense or more. So in this deck, only from the like later game, only the Cruel Priestess will not get it. Falcon gets it, Featherworm gets it, all the Tigers get it. Heavenly Hound will not get it, but he has ward from his ability. Or your early game will not get it, but from 5 above everything gets it. And the taunt play is so amazing when you have Incandescent Dragon, when you have Jin the Arc that increases your minions' health, and White Knight that heals your minions. I don't understand why Guardian Sun is not in this deck. Maybe because they didn't want to push like a specific archetype in the deck, but literally, if you just began with the game, buy this deck, dust like whatever you have that is worth dusting. You can start with Cruel Priestess, and get 2 Guardian Suns, put them in the deck, probably instead of Cruel Priestesses, and you have a decent deck already. But you also have to draw the Guardian Sun, so I guess you need something like additional Plias. You don't need Pinion Prayer definitely in this deck. Manu can stay, but also you don't really need him. Hound is not really needed either. You need more of a better early game, like Snake Priestess is very solid. What else? Unica may stay. Bellringer Angel is also very solid. Even Hair of Illusion is probably better than Manu or Pinion Prayer. So yeah, that is the Holy Battlefield deck, guys. Hope you have general, general information about this deck, like some kind of conclusion whether you want to buy it or not. I do not recommend it, and I will repeat myself again, unless you really want the alternate Jin the Arc. That will do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my Twitch channel, you can find the link down in the description. If you have any further question, it would be best to address me there. Peace out.